record here. Okay, so we can get this thing rolling. I'm trying to side by side with my notes here. All right. So what is going on? Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything, but I want to really like hone in on how long it actually takes to see results. Because obviously that's like a really, really burning topic. Just because a lot of people will see online like you can lose 45 pounds in 30 days. Yeah, no. I'm gonna be honest, this is not how it goes, right? I for some reason I saw it in a magazine while we were at the store and stuff like that, and then hit the checkout aisle and I read the headline. It said lose 45 in 30 days, 45 pounds in 30 days. And honestly, I'm be I'm be straightforward with you. Losing that amount of weight, for some people and all people, is not possible. I almost got you there on that one. But it's something that I see all the time online just because, a lot of fitness coaches, a lot of influencers are saying that their coaching program is the answer to everything, right? We live in a world where everybody wants instant gratification, where literally you can order Chick-fil-A from your phone or ch order Chipotle. Literally Uber Eats. Literally when I was back at home, my dad Uber Eats our niece some chicken nuggets and some fries. Literally got everything at their fingertips, right? But in our reality with fitness coaching, a lot of people think that you can do the same thing and get fast results from that, right? While on your fitness journey. So, um, the biggest thing here, okay, is you cannot get those types of results that fast. And honestly, being able to keep them off either, right? They're setting you up for failure. So where you literally lose that weight, yeah, sure, you can do that. Doing keto, Whole30 or whatever it may be, but you're instantly going to gain all that weight back within the next month, right? You're conditioned to believe that they should lose weight quickly because that's what you're seeing everywhere. Fast weight loss, restrictive diets like keto, like I said before, people dropping 20 pounds in 30 days, right? But here's the catch. Okay. Here's the catch. Most of that weight, right, that people are losing is muscle mass. Hmm. See you later. Number two. Um, Even with like weight loss, right? Losing that weight quickly, you're losing muscle mass and you're not just losing fat, right? We're literally deteriorating and burning our muscle cells, right? And if our goal is fat loss, we're trying to build muscle or at least retain as much muscle as we can while on this fat loss journey, right? Because at the end of the day, having more muscle mass outweighs the amount of fat mass that we have on our body, right? So, case in point, I'm not gonna like say any names, but like with Lynn, right? Lynn has been stagnant over or not necessarily plateaued, but plateaued on the scale the last couple of weeks, right? But yet, as I look at her training program and all of her results, right, tracking her measurements and things like that on a weekly basis, she's continuously losing, a quarter of an inch or a half an inch every single week. Ain't that right, Lynn?
Word.
Give me more enthusiasm. I know it's 8 o'clock. But yeah, so you're for a lot of those gimmicks that you see online, you're actually losing more muscle mass and fat mass at the same time. We don't want that, right? So if your goal is to transform your body, losing weight, gaining muscle, okay, you need to understand something. These things take time, okay? The problem is, it isn't, just your macros. It's your diet or your diet, right? The problem is you're not patient enough. Okay. Lynn has been at this for my mom, Adam. You guys have all been with me for the last a good 6 months, almost 8 months. I know Lynn, we're coming up on the 6 months, right? But these things take time, and most people quit too soon because they don't see the results that they want to see right away, right? But you need to be patient. I've done this twice now where I've lost 60 to 80 pounds. Okay. You need to stick to the program. And it took me a good 6 months to 8 months to lose all that weight, right? And continue the strength training, consistently eating my macros, drinking my water every single day, hitting my step count every single day. Right. There's a lot of times I don't want to go hit the treadmill. I don't want to hit my steps. I don't want to track my macros. Right. But at the end of the day, seeing that vision, and that's what that meditation, that visionary that I have on a lot of you guys' programs is seeing without seeing, right? You need to stick to the program, okay, long enough to actually see real change. And all of you have all obviously seen that. Mom, you're down 50 pounds. Lynn, I think you're down 20. Okay, Adam, you're floating around 200, which is at 15 pounds. Okay. When when I started working with clients, right? One of the first things that I do, or one of the first things that I've done with all of you, okay, is to set expectations. Okay. I'm going to tell you straight up, and I've told every single one of you that, the first 30 days, you're not going to see abs. You're not going to lose that 50 pounds, in 2 months. You're not going to shoot up to a 200-pound squat in 30 days, right? That's just not how these things work. Okay. And you know what? Realistically, y'all, it's okay, right? It's okay. These things take time, right? And you have to set real expectations. Okay. So I'm gonna take a pause right there. All right. What were some of the expectations or the beliefs that you had going into this coaching program before, you actually got started? I know Adam just left, but what are some of the things you guys thought about?
I guess it's more of like a self thing when it comes to like, okay, when the last time I had lost weight, I lost a lot of it, like, real quick. Not that I didn't, it wasn't about losing muscle because I was, working out and everything, but my expectation was I was going to lose it just as quick as I did the last time, right? But then I forgot, like, that was 10 years ago.
Right.
So, you know, aging, perimenopausal, all that stuff
Mm-hmm. We're like,
kind of
and go ahead.
gave me my reality check.
Yeah, and we're fighting two different things right now together.
And my PCOS, yeah.
Yeah, we're fighting two different things right now. Perimenopausal and PCOS, right? Two on
That's
two
no
different fronts.
joke.
Yeah.
All right,
I
mom, you go ahead. You're postmenopausal, yeah, and have PCOS, right? And so, what was the expectation with like, mom? What was the expectation you thought, having this conversation with me, where I know obviously you trust me to get you to the promised land, right? And we've obviously hit that promised land now. It's the main thing of maintaining it. But what was your expectation going into this as far as like
well,
how long it was going to take?
I thought, because you hear and see so many people, excuse me, lose it so fast, I thought for sure I'd be able to lose it fast and keep it off. But oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Y'all know it's my bedtime.
Sorry.
Um,
Mhm.
I I quickly found that, it took time for it to come off. And then I hit that plateau for almost 8, 9 months. Well, it's been about 8 months now, and then I started gaining. I actually gained 10 of that 10 pounds back,
Mm-hmm.
and
It was a while.
it's a lot to gain back.
And
Um,
you get discouraged and
yeah,
yeah.
and then when you're having to deal with, you know, so for me, Lynn, my setback was when my mom had a total knee replacement, and I
Uh-huh.
spent 2 weeks with her.
Right.
And of course, I'm like, okay, well, let me cook. Let me do this. I don't want to eat that. Just run out and here's my bank card. Go get this to eat. Go get
Yep.
that. And she wants something quick and right then, like he was saying, that instant gratification,
Hmm.
not necessarily the Uber Eats, but let's go pick it up now. And because I'm ready to eat right now. I don't want to wait for you to cook.
Right. I get it. Yeah.
So
My mom,
eating
my
out
mom
for
says the same
two
her.
yeah, eating out for 2 weeks took me off my meal prepping and doing what I needed to do. And when I got back, it just took so long and it was hard for me to get back into practice. And then I stopped working out. you
Right.
know, because I felt like I was getting my workout, getting her in and out of the bed, in and out of the car, you know. So it was a lot,
Yeah.
and just trying to keep up with that. And now I'm struggling. And then it was so hot this summer because I was walking at lunchtime. And then it was just too hot to go walking at lunch. But now that it's cooled off, I've found that motivation to start back, and I actually hit it today.
But so the one thing that I will say with both of you, right? Motivation does not exist.
Mm-mm. No, I
It's
have
literally
none.
it's literally just like taking action, saying like I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to show up to this call. I'm going to go work out, right? And for both of you, or at least for my mom, for this matter, yeah, we had a little bit of setback, but it's also a lot of things with stressors, right? Driving, having to drive down there, having to take care of her. We didn't, I gave you the necessary steps and checking on you and making sure, like, hey, make sure you're, eating high protein meals, having breakfast, getting your steps in. You might not go work out, but like our main focus is to maintain. Same thing with Lynn when she goes on a little bit of hiatus with her vacation and work from work and all other stressors, right? It's just
But
making sure.
but as you found out this week being here, that's easier said than done.
Yes.
Because I mean, like, okay, Sunday we went to dinner, and I'm sure you ate out a lot while you were up in Chicago. But
Yeah.
when you were here Sunday, we what did we do? We went out for dinner. And then, I did pretty good. I got you a healthy breakfast because we had the protein pancakes.
Mhm.
And I was trying to do a healthy dinner for you because I even had the protein pasta for the chicken spaghetti.
Yes.
But that,
Sure.
all of that went out the window because, then meeting here, and then dad wanted to go and have lunch, and it's just hard when you're on vacation to eat right.
No, it's not. Because yes, although we did eat out a lot while we were out there with you, if you really pay attention to what your plate looks like, yes, we might have ate out every day, pretty much, right? We had a pretty good meal with the protein waffles, right? High protein waffles. But if you look at your plate and make sure that 35 to 40% of your plate is protein, I came back here, I put on 2 pounds. That's it. And I maintained what I was so maintain. I gained a couple pounds, whatever, but I still was trying to be active, stay on my feet as much as I could while I was out there, being in Chicago, walking the streets and stuff like that, walking the block, walking everywhere, right? It's one of those things that you just have to plan ahead. And that's the one thing that, with going out to Chicago, I could bring my food, right? But we didn't have enough time to prep that stuff. And it's all about making time. I'm guilty of that as well, right? I'm not making my food before that, right? But knowing what to eat, how to eat it, when to eat it, timing your food, right? And making sure you're staying active, that's literally half the battle, right? And you have to just know what to expect with these things, okay? Especially when you're going on vacation or, you have family going in, right? Or coming in. It's knowing what to expect and how to navigate around those things, right? So there's three ways of like really knowing what to expect. In the first week or two, right? You'll see a little bit of changes on the scale, right? Maybe a few pounds down, but a lot of times it's just water weight, right? Same thing both of you saw the first couple pounds you got started. Weeks 3 and 4, your strength starts to improve. You go 5 or 10 pounds up in some exercise, right? In the gym, you feel a lot more energetic. Your lifts go up, right? You start feeling a lot stronger, right? Your mental clarity is a lot. You're running on all cylinders, right? Months 2 to 3, this is where the real magic happens, where a lot of people are either A, just about to fall off, or B, they kind of give up a little bit, right? But your clothes start feeling a little bit better, right? They fit differently. Your pants get looser, right? Your shirts may feel a little bit bigger. Ain't that right, Lynn? Okay. And
Yep.
people might start to notice, or they'll ask, "Hey, have you been working out? Have you been what kind of thing you got going on?" Right? And that's when you know you're on the right track. Okay. And so long term, right? The long term focus with this is just you have to remember that this isn't a quick fix, right? And losing, 50 pounds, mom, it took us over what, 6 to 8 months to do that, right?
A long
Okay.
time.
Yeah, exactly. Lynn, we've been on this grind for the last 6 months, so you're down to about 20 over 25. Yeah, close to that.
Um, yeah, about 16. I fluctuate between 20 and 16.
I would say like it was official like six of 20, right?
Yeah.
It's just like continually navigating around that stuff, right? And you have to be in this for the long haul. Doesn't matter if it takes 3 months or doesn't matter taking 6 months to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, right? If you're able to and being able to keep it off, but what really matters is, are you able to sustain those results? Mom, Lynn, yeah, mom, you might have put on 10 pounds, but yet you've maintained that 40 or sorry, that 50 that we've lost, right? Or you maintain 40 pounds of that what we lost, right? Lynn, we're still on the grind, continuing this train here to sustain that 20 pounds that we lost. Okay, because if you really think about this, if you're truly in it to transform your life, doesn't matter how long it takes, you know, to get there.
Right.
No, it doesn't at all. Okay, this is something about creating a lifestyle that lasts, right? And this is the
Yeah.
one thing though that when not only how I coach, but how I train and talk to people is that I'm trying to create generational change, right? Personally, I'm the
Mhm.
one in my family, like even my dad played D1, my mom plays sports or whatever. Like we are all very athletic, right? But I'm the generational change that stepped in and said, "Hey, I don't want to live like this." Right? And now it's affecting everybody in my family, right? Can it be a little bit improved a little bit more with some people more than others? Of course. But now if I train you, Lynn, I'm training my mom, I'm training Adam, I'm training Rachel, for that matter, Dietrich, all those people that are in the training app, right? I affect those people, those people are then affected by, or are those people then affect the people that are closest to them, right? Your spouse, your kids, right? I've already affected, four people right then and there. And if I can instill those things and teach you how to keep that weight off, right? And then teach you how to teach your kids how to eat right, okay?
Mhm.
I make that generational change within someone else's family, right? And make it last a lifetime, last 3 generations. Okay, that's my goal. That's my purpose, right? So the biggest takeaway with this is like stop rushing the process. Okay, stick to the plan, stay consistent. Trust the journey that you're on. Okay, and your problem isn't that you're not committed to what you want to do, right, or your goal. It's that you set super high expectations that aren't realistic. Okay,
Right.
you guys been lied to by the quick fix marketing, but here in this training program, here in this tribe, here in this family, I'm here to help. Okay. And I'm here to make lasting results. All right. So I thank you to both of you for tuning in today. All right. I hope this was super valuable. Okay. If anything, if you could do me a favor, on social media, just tag me on your Instagram story or Facebook or whatever it may be. Okay. And write like the biggest takeaways that you got out of this conversation today. Okay. I would really appreciate that. Or, take when I post this up on YouTube, take the YouTube link, post it up there, post the 3 takeaways, and tell people to give it a listen. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
For real. Yeah.
Sweet.